Well, it's a happy Lunar New Year from me and all of the team here at Chief of Staff Asia. So, what trends are HR professionals likely to see play out in the Year of the Rabbit and 2023? While shining a spotlight on all things HR, this is the HR Agenda. I'm Paul Howell, and joining me here this week is Janice Siu, who is Managing Director for Growth in Asia Pacific with multinational design and branding firm Landor Fitch. Janice, it's great to have you here. Thanks very much for being a part of the HR Agenda.
Hello, Paul. Nice to meet you.
So how has 2023 been for you so far? How did you and Landor Fitch celebrate the new year?
We actually kickstart the new year with a creative sharing section. We've invited everyone from the region, to prepare, a creative idea that they have observed and seen over the Christmas and New Year holiday. It was really inspiring. We saw a lot of, amazing creative ideas.
Well, that's great. Certainly a fantastic way to start any new year, but probably particularly in 2023 with all of the dark economic storm clouds that do appear to be brewing just on the horizon. Now here at Chief of Staff Asia, we celebrate the new year with our new HR Trends report. It comes out at the start of every January. And this year, certainly no different, certainly a lot of interesting things on the horizon for HR professionals across the Southeast Asia region. But Landor Fitch is a unique business with design studios across the region and the world. So, Janice, what HR trend do you think will impact your organisation the most across the year ahead?
I think people-centric leadership development is an important trend that we're looking at. We all live in a world of flux, right? Coming out of the pandemic, we continue to live in the world of change. So our people are facing different challenges every day, be it physical or mental health, financial challenges, and the challenge of coming back to the office, adapting the new way of work, etc. The list just go on. So we are in the creative industry and people business really, and people is our key asset. So it's crucial to develop a people-centric culture, in our opinion. And to do that, we have to prepare our leader for the future of work. And it has to be from top down, non-negotiable. All right, moving on to the third trend that I want to discuss today is the building the mentorship culture. Creating a mentoring culture is critical to our talent development strategy. I personally had a few great mentors in my career. I learned a lot from them, and they helped me to shape my career path a lot. And we believe that in the time of incredible changes like now, professional disruption and prison, and a lot of isolation going on, and mentorship, can anchor us. The connection and meaning it can bring through the rapport and clarity of purpose is critical to supporting people through the turmoil. And it can strengthen relationships across one's organization.
Yes, certainly mentorship is going to be high on the agenda of a lot of organizations as we move into 2023. And it's also related to another trend that we've highlighted in the HR Trends report. That's the expected rise of multi-generational workforces here in Southeast Asia. In aging Singapore, for example, nearly 1/3 of the national workforce is aged over 45. While the likes of Indonesia, the Philippines and Thailand are dealing with almost the opposite problem with a wave of younger millennial and Generation Z aged workers. Janice, does Landor Fitch have a similar spread of ages across its workforce? And what do you do to get the best out of that talent from each generation?
We have a relatively young workforce, I have to say. The average age of our APAC workforce is around 36 years old. But we also have a multi-generation workforce range from baby boomer to Gen Z, Gen X, Gen Y, and millennial. In terms of how we, get the best out of the talent, I always say that managing talents in the creative industry is an art. As the majority of our workforce are creative and they're all artists and they are genuinely passionate about what they do. To them, it's a lot about the pride, how to inspire and motivate them in a meaningful way. I can talk about this all day because of my background, right? I started my career as a designer, then moved on to the strategy side, and then business development, marketing, and now it's in the management role, for APAC, a full circle really. So I have a lot of empathy to our talent since I've been to that roles before. In order to get the most out of the talent, I would say positive reinforcement is most effective. I am a big fan of positive thinking and strength-based career development. We are all not perfect, so to speak, and so no point to draw on someone's weakness. In my opinion, it's a lot more effective to build on someone's strength. I think this works for all generations.
And that's about all we have time for on the HR agenda today. Thanks very much to you, Janice, for being a part of this episode.
Thanks, Paul, for this interview section. It has been a great experience for me.
And thanks, of course, to all the HR professionals out there watching us this week in Southeast Asia. Do check out chiefofstaff.asia for all the latest news, views, and insights on the regional HR profession. Our new website is up and running. It's got all the content, all the archives from our last 18 months of journalism and reporting. Our report into the HR trends expected in 2023 is out now, and we've also just launched our report into leadership development in the year ahead. That's available to all subscribers online from today. Do give us a like and a subscribe here on YouTube for more content, including the next episode of the HR Agenda coming to you towards the end of February. I'm Paul Howell, and this is the HR Agenda.